Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Angels Speak. I'm Teri Angel, and I'm bringing you live a message from the angels. Every night I sit with them and they provide a message for us to be able to traverse through this thing called life that we're doing here on this planet. So I'm going to be reading the message, and today's message has a special meaning to me, and you'll see why once I get into it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on with me. I'm going live on TikTok as well as on the other social medias that I always go on. So we're going to see how this works to stream it both ways on the social media of Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever I'm at, and then stream it also on TikTok. So welcome TikTokers to Angels Speak, and I'm going to get right into it. So anyone that's coming into the chat, if you have anything you'd like to respond to the message that's given by the angels or a question, I come on every day and read the message that they give me from the blog that's written. And we do have people jumping in on Facebook. Hello, Robert Painley. Thank you for being here, and others that are coming in. So I'm going to get right to the reading of the blog. And the name of it is Bo Brocious Burns. In my life journey, I have been saved by a transplant and given a second chance at life. I know that there are people dying every day from kidney failure. I am blessed beyond measure to have received the gift of life from my brother, who made the greatest sacrifice to give me the greatest gift. There is no greater gift than donating life. And that's a message from myself. Earlier tonight, I was scrolling through TikTok, one of my guilty pleasures, as I love funny animal stories and people being silly. All of a sudden, a video appeared showing a young child who was being wheeled down a hospital corridor lined with people. This is called the Honor Walk. It is a way to pay tribute to a deceased organ donor and their family as they are being wheeled to the operating room for organ harvesting in order to give a second chance of life to someone in need of an organ for survival. This young hero's name is Bo Brocious Burns, a 2-year-old from Plano, Texas, who was a beautiful, vibrant, funny child. He fell into a swimming pool and suffered a brain injury and passed away a week later. His parents made the courageous decision to bless 4 children who were on the transplant list with Bo's healthy organs, including liver, kidney, and heart. Say his name out loud with me. Bo Brocious Burns. Bo, thank you. I do not know Bo or his family, but I am so touched at this story and the divine timing of it appearing, just as I have a kidneyversary to celebrate in 3 days. In November of 1974, it was discovered that I was in acute advanced kidney failure. I was a young adult who was 6 months pregnant and not even aware that I was dying. I had the issue with my kidneys not been found, I would have died along with my baby. I thank God every day for guiding my doctor to run tests when he did, as I would not be here today if he had not done so. Kidney failure is known as the silent killer. All I knew was that I didn't feel well, and I attributed that to the pregnancy. It took a month in the hospital with daily dialysis to stabilize my health. I went on to endure 8 months of dialysis before receiving the gift of life from my brother on July 7th, 1975, which means that in a few days, I will celebrate my 47th anniversary of a new life. I am one of the oldest surviving transplant recipients in the world. A lady in England holds the record at 50 years. I remember very well that July day, holding hands with my brother as they wheeled us down the hospital corridor and the nurses and doctors lining the hallway, cheering us on. I don't think they had a formal name for the honor walk back then as they do now, but the entire hospital surgical floor knew what was at risk as we entered the OR suite. Giving the gift of life is no small act. It is the most heroic thing one human can do for another. I thank God every day for the sacrifice my brother made for me and for each breath I take with every new day. Thank you to the Burns family who turned tragedy into an opportunity to help others. Giving your deceased child's organs to save 4 people is beyond heroic. I know that was a tough decision. Little Bo is a celebrated hero, in my opinion. Dear angels, we never know the reason for tragedy and trauma in our lives. So many times we do not see the end result or how others may be affected. It is only through sharing our stories that others may be led to help those in need in whatever way we can. I just want to share gratitude for those who are led to bless others with this precious gift. Dear ones, every one of you has the opportunity to affect those around you. Some of you do it through prayer and uplifting the energy field. Others go a step further and actually make a sacrifice so that others can have an improved quality of life. Not everyone can make this kind of sacrifice while still alive, but many choose to share their gifts once they leave their human body behind. It is indeed a personal choice to be done after much thought, consideration, prayer, and deep reflection. If indeed you may be so guided, it is considered a benevolent act toward your fellow humans, and we applaud your decision. If you decide it is not something you are willing to do, there is no judgment or criticism of this choice either. Each person must make their decision for themselves. As with any choice you make in life, we encourage you to be informed, to be able to make the best decision for yourself. Dear ones, never let anyone influence you to do something your intuition tells you not to do. However, if you are led to share of yourself in such a manner to benefit your fellow man, we will be by your side as you do so and honor your decision. Dear angels, thank you. I love my life and I love you. Today, I promise to take the best care of myself possible as I realize how precious this second chance of life truly is. Many precious souls are awaiting a second chance at life through an organ donation, including some in our own spiritual community. Please consider becoming an organ donor, and you can register with your state's donor registry. You can designate your choice on your driver's license, and please inform your family. Tell them what your decision is, if that is what you wish to do. Thank you for listening. I would love to see if there's any comments. Thank you on TikTok. I appreciate you all tuning in and listening. So much love to all of you. And let me see what's going on now on Facebook. Facebook, we have, besides Robert Painley, Lynn Marie, Charlie Coons, Deirdre, Auntie Jean, Rosina Hodges, And Lynn says, I remember the girl from one of the angel circles that gave a kidney to a stranger. I was in speechless awe. I remember her too. And she travels around and speaks about that, about the decision that she made to donate one of her kidneys. Do you know that we only need a portion of one kidney to be able to survive and live a healthy life? Just a portion of one kidney. So we have an extra if we want to share it with someone. I happen to have one of those extras that was given to me, and so very grateful that I received that gift of life. It means the world to me to be able to actually continue living 47 years beyond what I would have lived without that kidney, or even without the doctor recognizing that something was wrong and let's run some tests and figure out what it is. So if you have any clue that something's going on with your kidneys or any other organ, please have it checked out. Like I said, it is the silent killer. We don't know because there's nothing that says my kidneys aren't working. It's just the function declines and you might not feel good. I wasn't feeling good at all, but I wasn't feeling like I was dying either. So please check yourself if there's any indication that there's something wrong. Auntie Jean says in Texas, we can donate our organs automatically. Our life force was a gift from the source. I call him Father God. How magnificent to then pass that energy to another and to God. Thank you. Thank you, Bo and Bo's family. Your gift is a gift to all of us to live energy itself. Yeah, it definitely, when a family makes that decision, I'm grateful because I know how many people are going to benefit from those organs that are viable and that will give somebody that extra ever how many years they might have left. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for being here with me today and hearing my story, one of my stories of many, but this one in particular has just such a huge impact on my life. And every day when I wake up, I'm just grateful that I have another day because there is no guarantee in life, but especially when you've been through something like what I've been through with an organ failure and no way to do anything about it unless there's a benevolent person who says, I'll do that. I will step up and help. And I know that we have at least one person in our Angelic River family who is in need of that transplant, who's in need of having the care, either a miracle for her kidneys to start functioning well again, or to replace her natural kidneys with a transplant. So thank you for anyone who has designated yourself as an organ donor, anyone who has ever donated. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And let's remember this family that lost their little boy with a tragic accident and decided to do something positive out of all that tragedy. Let's remember that Burns family and lift them high through their grief process. I saw some videos of that baby and he was just adorable. And I know there was a reason that it popped up for me at the time that it did, because I wanted to share my joy, my happiness, that I'm still going and that it is a miracle when we share that gift of life. Thank you so much for being here today. I love you all so much. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.